So this is a demonstration video actually. I'm going to take one of these faces and I'm going to show you how fast I made it. And I'm going to do it in fast time and then I'm going to show it in normal time. Excuse me for the wind. I wasn't really prepared to film this, but here it is anyway. Hope you enjoy. Alright, let's see how long this takes to make. Ready? Go! Let's start with the nose here. In, out, forehead, hairline. Nose is coming in here. I've got the lip, lower lip. Yep, we lost it. I broke it. So I'm going to go down a little further. It's all about reduction. Can't add anything, and if you break something, you just got to live with it. There's the nose. There's the eyes. Middle lip right in here.
Those are amazing.
Thank you. This will be nostrils. Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I was admiring your working through adversity out here in the tailwind and sandstorm.
Right. Oh, I've done it in rain and whatever. I only get out here for a short time, so I just go for it.
It's like doing a mandala, you know?
Exactly.
You create it and then nature takes it away.
That's exactly it. You bet. He's basically right. It's like a mandala. You're making this real quick, and nature will come along and mess up your timeline. But the beauty of sand is it's such a quick and malleable material. You can get out here and accomplish a lot in a real short amount of time. Unlike wood where you're carving and it's just a hard material to get through, here you got a real forgiving material that gives away quick to your little whims and slashes, so you can just very quickly carve something out. Forehead, chisel some of the way. Hopefully it won't hit the nose. There we go. Really lucked out there. Little worm was living in there. Alright. Now, let's carve this away some. Oh, little surprise. Let's give him a little hair.
90-degree angle, pretty much. And then depending on the nationality or whatever you've got accentuating characteristics of the face, some people you have higher cheekbones, right? Broader forehead. I'd say if you're Asian, you may have a lot flatter nose, you know, that type of thing. So it's fun to just play with all the concepts that are in your mind, and then transfer them to sand.
You've been down here working hard, haven't you?
Yes, I have. So here we got basic face going, and bring him in a little further. Now I'm going to dig out the fine tools to get the detail around the eyes. Alright. This is all I'm using, really. It's just this 1-inch clay. Now we're going to get some clay tools. And I like to use these two guys here. This one has a little scoop on it, and that's pretty fun. On the other end, it has this little ring there. These two guys, there's that. There's that. I don't use this one that much. This one predominantly. So, here we go. I also use a paintbrush. Watch this. Very quickly, I can smooth him out. And you know, I can almost call him done right there, or and smooth out some of these chisel marks. Being careful not to knock down anything, right? And here I'm going to just keep going and do a little more detail with the eyes. A little tricky. It takes practice. Here I work kind of slow and diligent to get the eye. The eye ball is just that. It's a ball. You know, like a ping pong ball. So you gotta bring that in. You always have that inset here. Maybe you give the person a bag right there. Bag. Bags under there. This is an older character, which I tend to do a lot of. Older people just have more character. I've had a couple people say, how come you don't do this and that? Well, you know, this is my thing. You do your thing. I choose old because it allows me to do a lot of expression. I can while putting a camera on a rock. I didn't bring my tripod or anything. I wasn't expecting to film anything here. But I've been here 2 weeks and I managed to make about 30 different faces. So I've been having a ball and I figured, well, why not? Let's just do a YouTube on it. Maybe some of this will show a little bit of how I'm doing this, and that's all I'm trying to do. Encourage you folks to, if you ever get on a beach, grab some simple tools. It's just a fun medium to play with. And, yeah. The elements will come along and smack it down in a day or two. I had 7 days worth of work to last until high tide finally came and really don't know who I'm going to make, or I tell people when I'm doing these, I'm just lucky enough to get to look like somebody. There's somebody out there. Probably might look like this. And some people might say, oh, it looks like Ben Franklin. Is that Ben Franklin? I'll go, yeah, it's Ben Franklin. Basically, whatever you see. If you push here and pull, you can just see what's happening, but if you slip and do that, it can knock off a whole member, so you got to be very careful the way you carve. Yeah, that's the only caveat to this. It's a subtractive media where you're just subtracting. You can't put anything back once you've screwed up. I've done it where I bump the nose and, what do you do? Well, then you turn them into somebody who doesn't have much of a nose. Here I can do a little lip. I've done some, I'm going to do this, I'll give you an example. This guy, for example, I'm just going to turn into an 80-year-old just by doing this. Bringing it in. This is typical of somebody who doesn't have teeth. Bring the lips in. Maybe you'll even bring the jaw up, right? So when the mouth comes together, your jaw comes up further. You don't have teeth that way. So this is fun. This is the fun part about it. Here I'm going to give this person some real definitive lines here. Age lines. So I could stop here, take my paintbrush, just lightly touch this. This is also where the straw comes handy. That brings out the detail. Let's give them some eyebrows. I can do that just by digging in lightly dig in here. There you go. Some here. If you want to get some real nice detail, you can do this. Take your straw. So this is quick and dirty, but it gives you an idea, just something you can do with sand. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.